What's up, everybody? Back with YouTube's favorite couple here. I'm the kid JW. It's Ms Diva Talks.
What's up, y'all?
Back again with another amazing video from our favorite YouTube creator, contenter, Young Don Sauce God.
If that's a word, contenter.
It is now. If it starts trending, I made that. The title of this one is called I Made a Baby.
So in the last video that we did.
We probably should have watched this first. Then.
Huh? No, because in the last video that we watched of his, he announced that
he was married.
He
and
got married.
Pregnant.
Yeah.
Him not pregnant. Y'all get what I'm saying.
The wife is pregnant, obviously. All right. So this is his follow-up video.
Okay. So this is after that video.
Exactly.
All right. Cool.
So I made a baby. Let's see. I mean, we know how babies are made, though. So
yeah, we know how babies are made.
Oh gosh. Let's just get into this video. I was gonna let you finish. I was gonna, leave and let you have the stage.
That's all I had.
Okay.
Run it.
Hey. Hi. So, what's up? Okay, I need to show you something. Instantly, I knew what she was gonna say. You're pregnant. At first, I was like, I'm only a few days late, but I just had this feeling something was different. So, I took 3 tests, and they all came back with 2 stripes. And
why is 3 tests always the magic number?
Because
1 is not enough.
No, 1 cannot be never.
And then 2 ain't enough either. Why is it always 3?
From experience. Not really from experience.
Oh, from experience.
Not from experience.
Elaborate.
I'm joking on that one. But from my experience in life itself, it's like when you go out and go to Sam's Club and get samples. 1 sample is not enough. You got to get another sample. So in this case, the first stick, this is why. I'm explaining this shit. And maybe some of y'all females out here who watching this can explain in the comments. The first stick could be a dummy stick. It could not be right. The second stick, you could be pregnant. You need a third opinion because the first one was kind of bad. The first one was off. This one's off. Third one could say you're pregnant. Bam, that's the one.
I'm going to just go with the first one.
See,
me personally, I'm only going to do 1. Like,
no.
What am I buying 3? Not 1, but not 2, but 3 pregnancy tests for?
I would gladly do 3
If the first one says, yes, okay, I'm heading to the doctor. Hey, need an appointment.
Hey, I think I'm knocked up again. Come on in. 3 tests is way easier. They only cost like $20, I think.
it happened instantly.
Only?
Spend that at Fenty.
I'm pregnant. So there I was, 26 years of age, sitting on my living room couch when my 25-year-old girlfriend sat on my lap and told me I'm pregnant. But maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let's rewind a bit. Years 2020. I just moved from Austin, Texas to Los Angeles, California. It was right at the beginning of the current global health crisis. We had just heard rumblings that some dude in China kissed a bat and it gave him a tummy ache or something. It was something like that. But it was before things really hit the fan. This cute girl slid in my DMs, and I don't check my DMs often or even occasionally, so I don't see most of the messages I get, but I saw this one and it caught my attention. She was from Houston. In fact, I already told the story of how we met. It's the one about me blowing up her bathroom and eating some bad sushi. Anyway, I ended up visiting Houston a few months later and we hooked up. Simple. It was nice, she was nice, but I had no expectations that things would continue. Maybe we'd see each other again, maybe we wouldn't, I lived in LA, she was still in Houston. The stars didn't seem to be aligning. She ended up visiting me a few times in Los Angeles after that, and with every visit, we got closer. But then one day,
everything changed.
One day, I had a spiritual awakening. I started to question who I was and why I did the things I did. I wasn't feeling very good. There was too much excess in my life. I was living for the moment instead of for my soul. Was that corny? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Slowly, I began to change. I became disinterested in everything counterproductive to me being my best self. Frivolous relationships with girls, alcohol, drugs.
Many of you may be thinking, well, drugs don't concern me.
Yo, I began keeping a journal that I wrote in every day. I meditated, cooked all my meals, worked out a lot. Sundays.
Geyser.
And at the very peak of this spiritual journey, I committed to celibacy. No porn, no women, no nuts.
I'm just gonna say this. I can do the whole no women things. I did that before. The transition from college back home. Mm-hmm. But I ain't cut out porn.
Of course.
Thank you for sharing.
Communications with Kay. The only woman I stayed in contact with during my spiritual metamorphosis. For 6 months I did this. My friends thought I was crazy. My parents chalked it up to me going through a phase, and they were both probably a little right. Because although I did see a lot of dramatic and positive changes in my life, shortly before my 26th birthday, December 2020, I started to yearn for something else. I wanted a family, a wife, kids. I know that might sound crazy. People are putting off marriage and kids until their mid-30s, and that's cool.
You damn Skippy.
Cool too, I guess.
Drake said it best. Married in our 20s. Nah, where the fun in that?
But this desire felt very natural, genuine. So I started entertaining the idea of being open to having a relationship where the end goal was settling down, getting married, and starting a family. I knew I wasn't gonna find a woman like that on Tinder. I thought at some point I would start going to church or keeping my eyes open at Whole Foods. It wasn't something I was pressed about, but I was paying attention. Then my birthday came around, and I got a happy birthday text from Kay. We hadn't spoken in 6 months or so it was a pleasant surprise. I told her thanks and kept it moving. As the weeks went on, I found myself thinking about her more and more, and I started reminiscing on the time we spent getting to know each other. And as I look back, I realized that a lot of the qualities that I would want in a wife, beautiful, classy, family-oriented, doesn't seek attention by posting scandalous pictures for likes, a good cook, Kay at one point or another displayed a lot of these.
I don't know what the hell you doing that for. Your ass ain't married me yet.
Qualities.
So what?
So I texted her.
Treat you like
I miss
75. Always working.
Shortly after that, she responded, I miss you more. Before he knew it, she booked a flight to come and visit me the next weekend. I booked an Airbnb on the beach in San Diego. And as I sat in the airport arrivals lane, I started to wonder, was this a mistake? Maybe she was going to get here, and I would realize that I was looking back at the time we spent together 6 months prior with rose-tinted glasses, and this weekend was going to be nothing more than a fun weekend with a cool girl. But then she walked out of the airport, and she was more beautiful than I even remembered. And as we drove to the Airbnb, a pleasant energy filled the car, and I thought, well, hold on. Maybe this wasn't such a bad idea. We ended up spending the weekend together, and the whole time I'm looking for red flags because remember, I'm only interested in marriageable women. And the entire time, not a single red flag, not even a little one. I mean, she did do this one thing where she put this bowl of fresh water out under a full moon and said that if we washed our hair in it, the next day we would get like superpowers or something. But aren't all girls into horoscopes and shit like that?
No.
Anyway, I did it. I washed my hair with a full moon water.
Of course you did.
The next day. And you know what? Ain't happened. But it was refreshing. So maybe it did something. Anyway, as the weekend came to an end, I didn't beat around the bush. I finally asked her to be my girlfriend. To which she said yes. My first committed relationship in about 4 years. But it felt good. We would take turns visiting each other every 2 weeks until my lease ended 2 months later. At which point,
yeah, my flight every 2 weeks.
Woo! Them sky miles gotta be high. Gotta be racked up, and that credit card bill, cause spirit it is.
I moved to Houston. Within a couple of months, she was spending every other night at my house, and we got closer and closer, and it didn't take long for me to make up my mind. I was going to get this girl pregnant. I mean, I was going to marry her as well, of course, but
I like how you said that first. I'm gonna get this girl pregnant. Well, I'm gonna marry her too, though.
Protection was not a priority, and I knew that if we kept moving the way that we were moving, as long as all the plumbing was working, it would only be a matter of time before. Hey. Hi. So, what's up? Okay, I need to show you something. Instantly, I knew what she was gonna say. You're pregnant. At first, I was like, I'm only a few days late, but I just had this feeling something was different. So, I took 3 tests, and they all came back with 2 stripes. And it happened instantly. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant. I gave her a big hug.
You're not gonna know for certain unless you go to the doctor. Let's just be honest, okay? I don't care how many pregnancy tests you take. Because my mama took a bunch of pregnancy tests, and they all came, this is with my brother, they all came back negative. They even did a blood test to see if she was pregnant, and that came back negative.
What's your brother?
Yeah. Until they did a sonogram and saw him.
Yeah.
And a kiss, and I told her, good. This was about 7 months ago, so yeah, if everything goes well, I'm gonna be a dad pretty soon. And to be honest, I can't wait.
Shout out to young dad, the soft guy. This is a good story, though. This is a good story. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. The stories that he tells, they're so relatable. So
they really are, man. They really are on this one. I ain't got no assholes to say on this one.
That's shocking.
Pull-out game was weak though, but other than that, it's a good video. Good, heart-touching video.
Yeah.
But
so
I say all that to say. I mean, we all come into relationships and look at like, I'm gonna get her. We all come into relationships like that.
Right.
I did. In my latest relationship, I did. So hey. And I'm pleased to announce I'm happily taken.
Yeah, so if you enjoyed this reaction, go ahead and hit the like button. And of course, if you want to see more reactions like this, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bells so that you know whenever we drop. But I can tell you that right now, every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, if you want to see this video for yourself or check out Young Don the Sauce Guy's channel, all the links will be in the description along with where you can follow us on our respective platforms as well. You got anything else you want to add?
Yes, I do.
Oh, gosh.
Catch y'all next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.